Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajua. So a couple of years ago, I enjoyed watching this topic, The Only Five You Need. It was quite a trending one and it made a lot of sense to me, but it makes so much sense to me now that we are having like tons of releases every single day. There is no way you can enjoy fragrances if you are overwhelmed with the numbers. I have the only five fragrances as men that you would need, and then as women that you would need. And my first category is going to be the freshies. Obviously, everybody needs a freshie. They're quite simple citruses, that is the lemons, the grapefruits. Something gets light and effervescent, brighten up your mood, And in this scenario, for the women, I'm going to recommend La Venture Femme from Al Haramain, and for men, I'm going to recommend Emir from the House Latafa. These are both fantastic freshies. La Venture Femme is going to be your Creed Aventus for hair, and it's a very good one, a very good interpretation. It gives you like a very identical feel with the pineapple, the musk, the citruses. I think it has some bergamot, some lime freshness. It's a very beautiful, citrusy, musky, woody, fragrance that can come across as a bit, unisex leaning. But I think it is feminine, to an extent, and that is why it's called La Venture Femme, feminine, or the Creed Aventus for hair. In the case of the men, I would say go for Emir because it's going to give you a similar woody, citrusy, musky feel. Freshes can be a little boring sometimes, and you don't want to, in as much as you want to, be simple, you also want to stand out from the crowd, a bit. And these two are phenomenal. So La Venture Femme for women, and then Emir for my men. They are both like also a bit dressed up. You can wear them casually, you can also wear them dressed up. So these are my freshies category for my women and for my men. The next category I'm going to go to is going to be the date night. And when it comes to date night, you need something with an oomph, something with more strength, maybe the vanillas, the gourmands, something that is going to announce your presence. And for that, I have for the women Egba from the House Rasasi, very beautiful caramel, spiced apple, but then a heavy dose of vanilla, very beautiful. You want to just smell like, just want to smell delicious and sexy on a date night, but you don't want to overwhelm your date, especially if you are in close proximity, and obviously for a date night, you're just going to be in close proximity. So Egba is going to be a very delicious sort of, gourmand, vanilla, and then a hint of the caramel, a bit of an apple, nuances here and there, a very beautiful one. And for my men, I also would recommend Liquid Brand from the House Fragrance World. It's these two are going to sort of play off. Just imagine like being on a date. She's wearing this, he's wearing this. It's going to be your more woody vanilla with the spices and the floral. It is going to be your straight up, delicious one. So these I would say are perfect for date night. With these two, you don't need anything, else. You can even sort of, layer these two as a couple. You just have like the man will have like maybe 10 or so sprigs of this with like one or two, and the woman will have like 10 of this with like one or two sprigs of this, and it's going to blend in so well. So for my date night, I'm going to say for my women, go for Rasasi's Egba, and then FA Paris, Fragrance World, Liquid Brand. I'm going to go with the work environment. For the work environment, hold on, let me just pick my fragrances here. For the work environment, I wouldn't recommend anything like overly too much. At least you have to be a little considerate, with your other colleagues. If you have your own office to yourself, you still need to be a little considerate so that you don't overwhelm your colleagues. And for the women, or for my women, I'm going to recommend Infinite Rose from the House Alhambra. And for my men, I'm going to recommend Amir Al Oud Intense by Latafa. This is a very beautiful woody, sugary, smoky vanilla, and this is a purely like a rose scent, like rose upon rose, and then some sweetness and some musk and some vanilla. These are perfect for the work environment. I don't think Infinity Rose is going to overwhelm anyone. In as much as it is simple, it also has a presence. It is going to last you. Both of these are going to last you throughout your work, hours, like 8, 9, 10, 12 hours. They're going to last you. Maybe occasionally you need to sort of, top up your sprays, but this is going to make a mark. Everybody's going to smell you. It is a very mass appealing one that a lot of people are going to enjoy. It's also going to announce your presence. It's going to be a good sense for the work environment, because it's like girly, womanly, feminine. And whereas for my men, this is going to be, it's not like your typical, barbershop ultra masculine one, but it's universally appealing one, like the woods, the sweetness, the vanilla is not like sickeningly sweet and overwhelming that is going to nauseate and annoy people in the working environment. So I say for the work environment, Infinity Rose for my women, and then Amir Al Oud Intense for my men. They are very versatile too. It can take you from your board meetings to work programs that you might be having at the end of the year, so as soon as you are done from your work and you have like the work dinners and meetings, after work, or even during lunchtime meetings, these are going to be appropriate for those events. The next category I'm going to go with is going to be the special occasion. Sometimes you don't have a lot of places to go, special occasion could be your church, hanging out with family for, birthdays, anniversaries, not everybody has like, black tie special occasions that they'll be going to. It is not the norm, for people to be having black tie events like all the time. For regular people like myself, our special occasions are usually the church, environment, and occasional birthdays and anniversaries, a few things here and there. And for that, I'm going to recommend for my men the Lattafa Teriyaki Intense. That is a very good one. It's a good plum liqueur scent. It's going to give you your boozy fresh. It is quite fresh. It has a freshness to it. I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm going to put it here so that I have the female and then the male, in the same sort of hand. So this is going to be your fresh, spicy liqueur scent. It is boozy. The plum is there, giving it a bit of a sweetness. The freshness of the bergamot gives it like a little bit of a masculine kick, with a slight nuance of a soapy touch to it to my nose. I really get that, coupled with that bright, citrus of the bergamot, and then the liqueur and that beautiful, sugary plum that it has. It is very beautiful. It gives me, a very polished, masculine man, vibes, although super unisex in my opinion. And for my women, I'm going to recommend Seth from the house Lattafa. And this is going to be your heavy vanilla with that, sweetened almonds. It is a very beautiful, like vanilla scent, but it dries down to a sort of, suede-like accord, and it's beautiful. It's quite a complex one. It is delicious. It is like resonant. It is like rich and intense. It is a bit decadent, just like the Teriyaki Intense. So it's going to play off each other, for his and hers sort of dates for those special occasions. They smell like semi gourmand. Both of these, semi gourmand, but not like your food edible gourmand that is going to annoy anybody, if people are quite offended by that, but these are quite on the delicious side, without being too much, but they are thick, they are resonant, they are decadent, they are intense, and they're going to last you like throughout your night's wear. And then I'm going to go with the last group here. The last group is going to be your everyday signature, scent. Sometimes your casual days, days that you are not working, your weekend errands, sometimes like the fragrance that you wear around people that people sort of associate you with the most. And for my women, I'm going to go with Care Fusion, which is a very beautiful, fun, simple fragrance, with the lychee, the raspberry, the vanilla, the sugary, sweetness, effervescence, girly fun, it is nothing but girly and fun, and fruity, very mass appealing. It doesn't give like ultra juvenile, vibes. It's like a lot of age ranges can wear Care Fusion, and it's going to make a lot of sense. So as an everyday weekend casual, you know, scent, I'm just going to go with the Care Fusion for my women. For my men, I'm going to go with Ajmal's YSL Dehab. YSL Dehab is such an amazing fragrance. It gives me ultra polished vibes, you know. In as much as it's like a casual everyday wear, it also has some character. Not only is it like, you know, fruity with the woods, it also comes across as a bit fresh. There's a freshness to YSL Dehab. There's something almost like, you know, a fresh aquatic feel. It doesn't feel like, you know, an aquatic fragrance, you know, but there's a sort of, you know, fresh sort of, you know, aquatic feel that I get in this, coupled with the peach and the woods, you know, and a hint of an oud. YSL Dehab from the house Ajmal is such a beautiful scent, quite unisex, you know, but in this scenario, I'm recommending it to my men. This is going to be your fruit, a little, you know, spice, and then the woods, you know. It is the woods that holds this, you know, together and gives me more of a masculine appeal, although to me, a very unisex, you know, one. With these 5 fragrances, you know, in these 5 categories, you are good to go. You really do not need a lot, you know. Any other thing is like nice to have, you know. There are lots of fragrances that are like just nice to have, but not necessarily needed. And you know, yeah, we always preach, you know, get this, get that, but sometimes you just have to pause, look at your, you know, your pocket, and you know, move accordingly. And these are the only 5 fragrances I think as a man or a woman you will need in your collection. And yeah, that is going to be it for today, and I hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.